Hi there and welcome along to another lunchtime row. Workouts designed to fit into a 30-minute gap you might have in your day where you want to get a little bit of a row on, all right? Now today's workout, what we're going to do is a little bit of rowing and a little bit of press-upping. Is that a word? Yeah, maybe. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 5-minute warm-up and then we're going to do 1 minute hard and fast on the rowing machine, then we're going to climb off the machine and then we're going to do 45 seconds worth of press-ups. Then we're going to get back on the machine, back on the floor, back on the machine, back on the floor. Do that for 20 minutes in total and then we're done and we can go do something better with our lives, all right? Now I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get off the machine and I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get back on the machine and then we'll all be good, okay? But don't worry, I'm going to keep you right. I'll tell you what to do and you just go fine, all right? As for the press-ups themselves, you do you. You do whatever press-up you feel is best for you, okay? If that means that you're on your knees, then that's perfectly fine. If you want to do just a strict standard press-up, that's perfectly fine. If you want to have your feet up in the seat, then yeah, fine, but just worry you don't fall off because that's a bit dangerous. I'm going to do hand release press ups. That means you get all the way down to the bottom, lift your hands off the ground and then push up again, okay? Because this is part of today's training for me. So anyway, yeah, but you don't, I'll talk to you about that during the row, all right? Let's just get going. So we need to set up a machine first and that means going to the resistance on your machine. Now on the RowAlong, I will do a warm up around about 7. I'll do like a really tough row at around about 12. So today's row, I'm actually just going to set at 10, okay? So that should hopefully mean that I can get through this as a high intensity, but within those press ups as well, just as a guide. If you're on a Concept 2 using the RowAlong app for Concept 2, just set your drag factor to wherever you usually set it. If you don't know where to set it, set your lever to around about 5 because too high is the problem, too low isn't the problem. And then after this video, go read up on drag factor, all right? So we are going to do this 5-minute warm up and then we're going to run straight into the workout, okay? So we're not taking a break after the warm up, we're just going to get going, right? And the warm up is going to be 4 minutes just to get our body moving, 1 minute worth of drills, and then we get going, all right? So hopefully you're ready for this. We're going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So like I said, we're just starting off with a warm up. Now my suggested warm up is that you do this at light intensity to start, okay? So just connect your legs to your arms, but don't worry too much about how much force you're putting in. Keep the stroke rate nice and low. So I'm doing this at 20 strokes a minute, just to allow time for my body to kind of, well, wake up to be honest, but to get into the angles, into the positions I want to be at. So you spend this 4 minutes just getting there, okay? So gradually opening up your hips and then gradually increasing the power that we put into the machine in order to make sure that we're ready to then go fast when we start the main workout, okay? So all I'm really saying is use this first 4 minutes as a warm-up, not hit the ground running as fast as you can up, because you don't want to get injured. You also don't want to completely tire yourself out before we start the main session, and if you go too fast too soon, your body can quite easily panic. You can almost hyperventilate and things if you're not ready for it. So anyway, less waffling, more rowing. At this stage then, let's just think about our body angles, which means as you come into the front of the machine, you want a forwards tilt over your hips. And what that means is that you have a good posture with your hips tilting forwards. Okay, and that should mean you get that tilt. And then with straight arms, as you come into the front, you hold that tilt, push with the feet, and that's how you drive into the machine. Now you can think about giving a little bit more pressure from those legs now. We're 2 minutes into this warm-up. So this is kind of run about where I'd say 5 out of 10 effort, that feeling as though you were climbing up, let's say 10 flights of stairs. Okay, you know that you're going to be working, your heart rate will be up and your breathing will be up because climbing stairs is surprisingly tough. So I know my heart rate's up a bit, my breathing rate's up a bit, but it doesn't feel hard. That's really important, okay? This 5 out of 10 warm-up, low intensity pace shouldn't feel hard, but it should feel like you're working. Okay, you should feel that you're having to put force from your legs, and that you're then taking the strain with your arms and your hands to get that power into the machine. Okay, so you'd feel that tension, that force. And as you hold that forwards tilt, what happens is that the power surges into the machine because the machine's moving. And that's how you get it in there. Otherwise, you'd just be left hanging at the front of the machine. And then make sure as you come in to the back of the stroke, you get into a backwards tilt and finish by pulling your arms in. Okay, so legs first, then swing your body, then pull in your arms. But we'll work on that over the course of the next minute, because we're going to do some drills before we get going into the main set. So 3 more strokes. And we're going to start off with back and arms only rowing. So legs straight, swing over your back, pull in your arms, out with your arms, and then swing forwards again. And you can try and concentrate on your arms, pumping in and out, but also try and concentrate on your back hinging forwards and backwards. You're not curling your lower back or upper back, you're hinging forwards and back here. Back, back, back. How many times can you say one word? Okay, roll into the front with straight arms and a forwards tilt. Hold that straight arms and forwards tilt and just press with your legs. Try to connect your feet to your hands here. Okay, so we're about to hit our main set. I'm going to go up to round about 28 strokes a minute, and I'm going to try and put in quite a lot of power, okay? I'll give you the differential between my warm-up pace and the main pace when we get going after this one. You ready? Let's go. So, my warm-up pace, I was rowing at 159 splits. I'm now 144 per 500 meters. So basically, I'm going 15 seconds faster than I was during the warm-up. And this feels a good high intensity, one that's going to make me work hard, an intensity that I know as I get towards the end of this workout I'm not going to want to work at, but I know I can. Got 10 seconds here, and then we'll do our first set of press-ups. Let's take one more stroke. Get yourself unstrapped. Straight onto the floor. And start those press-ups. So, like I said, I'm doing hand release press-ups. So that means I come down, hands up, press, trying to keep a braced core so I have as straight a line as possible. Hey, I'm not saying my press-ups are perfect. We're all a work in progress. And hopefully you'll make it to the end of this first 45-second press-ups. Can we squeeze one more in? Yeah. A poor last one, but... And then we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back into our next set. Now's a good time to say, don't panic. Get that rate up, John, come on. Nice high rate, high power. Don't panic if it takes you like 7 seconds to unstrap and get on the floor, or if it takes you 12 seconds to get back on again. A couple of seconds really isn't going to make much of a difference. I mean, if it took you 30 seconds to get off and 30 seconds to get back on, you're kind of missing the point of today's workout, but a few isn't too bad. Okay, one more stroke here. Back on the floor. That was quick. And back to those press ups. Like I said, do them whatever way works for you. Oh. My elbow keeps hitting off the foot plate. Trying to stay as close to the machine as I can so I don't go off screen. Whew. These hand release versions are surprisingly tougher. One more. Yeah, one more. Okay. Get yourself strapped back in. 3, 2, 1. Get back up to that high stroke rate, high power. It's an interesting workout, isn't it? Because you go through the row, you get towards the end, and you're really looking forward to stopping to do the press ups, but then you get about 30 seconds into the press ups and you can't wait to get back on the rowing machine again and have a rest. Okay, 15 seconds to go. And then we'll do our third set. 5 seconds. One more stroke. Unstrap. Back on the floor. Now, if you start to tire doing these, don't worry. Maybe you managed like 20 in the first set, and now you're down to like 15, 10, and having to lie on the ground like me. Oh, I'm rubbish at press ups. That's why I'm doing them. One more. Oh. The point is to try to get to the point of failure. 3, 2, 1, row. So you can see how close. Get that right up. Come on. High power. You can see how I'm right on the end of the 10 seconds by the time I'm strapped in. So that's why I'm saying don't worry about it. But yeah, the point, if you're trying to build muscle and things, you kind of want to take your muscles to a point of failure so that they know that they need to repair and rebuild and grow back stronger. Okay, where are we? 5 seconds to go. One more stroke. Oh, oops. Forgot to unvelcro my straps. And back down. Oh, we go. Oh, I've totally lost count. Is this number 5? Oh, who knows? I'll know when my timer runs out that we're done. I'm sure. Listen, if I was a pro, I can hardly lift myself up now. There you go, done. Get back in. Okay, we've got 12 minutes left. 3, 2, 1, go. So we've got 6 more. Get that right up. So I've deliberately made this a tough session, okay? If you're finding it really easy, then you're either not rowing fast enough or you're not doing enough press-ups. Maybe do the way I'm doing it with the hand release. See if that makes it tougher for you. 15 seconds. Is that really only the 4th set? Crikey. Who knows how many I'm going to manage by the end? 3, 1 stroke. Let's get out of the straps. Flick those toes up to help the straps come off. Back on the floor. I may swap to normal press-ups for a few. Yeah, normal press-ups are weirdly a little bit easier. Although I just came all the way down to the ground. Maybe I'll just replay the previous intervals where I'm like, oh my, come on, John. Yeah, I could just do that. I could just cheat. Replay. Oh, come on, count again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to high rate. I'd never cheat. Listen, I've been making these videos since what? 2017. Only just recently for RowAlong, but I've been making them for a long time. And the one thing I've always promised is that whatever I program for you, I'm doing exactly the same workout as you. And I'm talking too. So you get it easier than me. You don't have to talk. Where are we? Less than 15. Because I've got to mumble away to you through all this. Let's take one more stroke. Handle down. Flick those toes. Back on the floor. And press ups. I'm not going to touch the ground with my chest this time. It's maybe taking the press up a little bit easier this way, but we've still got a bunch more of these to go. And unless you want to watch me just lying on the floor like this, come on, John. And one more, come on. What have we got? 8 minutes to go. That means 4 more sets, doesn't it? Get strapped in. 3, 2, 1. Row! Ooh. The reason I'm doing this with the hand release push-ups is that while I'm rowing, I'm also training for a sport called high rocks. And one of the training kind of routines for it is to do these hand release push-ups to help with the burpee broad jumps. So the very fact that I'm failing so soon shows how much more training I need to do. 10 seconds. 2 strokes. And my row is now beginning to suffer a bit as well. Okay, back on the ground. Just take your time, set up, push, push. That's better. Bit more control over this, and hopefully I'll survive to the end of today's workout. 22 or 12, sorry. Oh, I've just left a little sweat mark in front of me. Come on, one more. Not actually been counting how many. Oh no, my straps come out. 3, 2, 1. Row! And we're off. Sorry. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. Oh. You know, again, going back to my history, making these videos, I'd always said that the only way I would ever make videos for a company like RowAlong would be if they were okay with my less than professional approach at times. Because I know a lot of trainers who would stop here and then re-record the intro to say we're only doing it, what, 8 times. Take one more stroke. Oh, yeah, my row output is suffering. My press ups down are suffering. But you know what? That is what proves that I am working at maximum intensity. If I was to find, come on, either the row stage, come on, or these press ups easy, one more, then I wouldn't be going hard enough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So we've got 2 more sets to go. So this is where a second wind can often hit, because you start to think, oh great, I don't have to pace myself any longer. I can just row, knowing I've only got 1 more to do after this. So keep that rate high and power high. I'm actually down at 142 now, because I can see the end is in sight. 140 splits. Don't worry about my pace, just worry about your own. 1 more stroke. Handle down, hand strap. Oh no, that strap's come out again. And press ups. I'm just sticking with the hand release ones, as I know this is what I need to train. So there's no point in me hiding and doing something I find easier for the sake of comfort, or making a better video for you, of course. When, come on, this one, it's not going to help my performance. Right, can't get the strap back in quicker this time. Oh, right, 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm just behind you. That's a thing I need to try and work out how to fix on this machine then. These Velcro straps can come totally out the way I'm releasing, and it's cost me a couple of times when it came to starting the row. Speaking of rows, once we're done, after the next set of press ups are all finished, I want you to get back on the machine and do some light rowing for a cool down, or look for my separate cool down I have up here and do that after I've said goodbye. One more stroke. So that's us finished the main row phases. We've just got one more chunk. Come on, of press ups. Let's see how many I'm doing anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can tell my posture has completely gone. I'm gonna upper body is going first. One more, come on, one more, you can do it. Oh. So that was 10 or 11. In fact, I'm gonna do some light rowing as I say goodbye, okay? You join in with me. Yeah. If that was an average 10 or 11 in that last one, then you have to figure over the 10 intervals there. That would have been what? 110, 120 press ups. That'll do. There's no wonder I was a little bit on the tired side. So hopefully I explained, as I was finding that really tough through today's workout, that it's okay if you found it tough too. Like I said, it's really important to me that there's an authenticity to how I'm making these for you. That when I find it tough, you might be finding it tough too, and therefore it's okay. Nothing worse than doing a workout and the trainer's like, not out of breath, no signs of sweat. I'm stopping here, but you can continue to row. And it doesn't look as though they're working at all, whereas the fact that I could hardly get myself off the ground hopefully shows that I didn't find that easy. Right, I'm all done. Hopefully you are too. I like to leave a hashtag, and the only one that's in my head now is just not easy, okay? So if you're gonna post this in your socials saying that you completed the row, then please just use the hashtag not easy, okay? So you can say kind of Avaron, workout, whatever, hashtag not easy. Because that really wasn't. That was a proper max intensity session. I've got the rest of my workout to do now. I've got to go and do some wall balls and things for this high rocks training. So if you're gonna stop, please make sure to do some kind of stretching. Stretch your quads, your hamstrings and your glutes if nothing else. If you've been doing all of those press ups along with me, then your triceps might really got hit as well. So stretch your triceps. I've got a video with my cool down video up here. It does go into stretching. So if you have time, I really do recommend you do that. But until the next video, please look after yourselves. I hope you enjoyed this one. Take care, be well. Bye bye.